Hello, I'm Sean Hoddy and this is another edition of Lockdown Aikido 2.0. So as a club, we're going to, or Essex Aikido Dojo, Shoshinkan is going to hold a grading on Saturday, the 30th of January 2021. Obviously when we come into lockdown in March this year, we've had many members who have followed us through with our online sessions, practiced in the park with us, and then when we opened in October, followed us back into the dojo. So it's only fair that they've been practicing 10 months that we offer some sort of grading. Now we've got beginners, junior beginners, who have also started. So I'm going to look at the junior syllabus and we're going to adapt. In these times we've got to adapt. A lot of our practice is going to be, if we're in lockdown, in a front room like this. So we have to adapt our practice. It's only fair that we grade people. So our grading on the 30th of January could be in our dojo. So that will be at Basden Sporting Village. If there are more government restrictions, we will do an online grading via Zoom. So we're going to start with looking at the junior syllabus. So juniors, their grading syllabus is age 5 to 9 years of age. So it's quite simple and we're going to have to adapt. So when we start Tomiki Aikido, within the British Aikido Association, the first belt you're issued with is a red belt. So this red belt denotes you are a beginner. So if you see someone wearing a red belt, they're non-graded, they haven't graded. You then are graded to white belt. And with that white belt, you're issued mons for each grade. So within the white belt syllabus, you're issued yellow mons. After 3 of these mons, you'd grade to yellow belt. And then from yellow belt, you issue orange mons, and so on and so forth throughout the grades. So each one of these mons requires a different set of techniques. So for the very first grading, for a 5 to 9 year old, we'd start with the first set of the Unsuku. And this is just backwards and forward movement. So I'll do this slowly so you can follow. So this is left foot moves forward, ich, and we go back. Ni, san, shi, go, rock, sech, hutch, and back to neutral. So when we do these techniques, we're driving off from the back foot. We're keeping our hips and shoulders square. So we're not turning our body. And it's each move. And the front foot moves forward and the back foot follows into posture. Ni, san, shi, go, rock, sech, hutch. So if we do it from this angle, so it's very important that when we move, we keep our hips and shoulders square. We shouldn't be bobbing up and down with our head. So from here, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sech, hutch. Okay, so the first physical technique we learn is called shomanati. So shomanati is actually a throw. And it's done in a kata form, so we meet. Uki and Tori stand in the same position. This hand raises, come off line, push. And we're pushing on their chin. So from here, if their arm is in front of me, what I'm doing, in the same position as me, I'm coming round to here. Coming off line, back foot near the front foot, and we push. So this hand's on the chin, this hand is pushing there, so we've got the chin and they're pushing there, and they're throwing uke over. Now, of course, if you are practicing in a family social bubble, you can do this to the point of balance. If we're doing it indoors, if we're doing it in the dojo, you actually can perform the throw. So once again, right posture, this comes up, we move. So I'm pushing down on their arm, this hand comes into play, so my left hand comes into play, I don't grip, and I throw. So once again, so from here, coming up, or if you're left-handed, if you look, I'm pushing equally with both hands. Now we're going to accept that. We're also going to accept Haidari Men, because Haidari Men works on the same principle. So as the attacker's coming in with a sword, so from here we move. So exactly the same as Shomanati. So from here we're coming together, cut, move. So from here, as we come forward, we're coming up, cut. So we're coming off line. So they're cutting me here, as they cut, I come off line. So if we look, no difference to Shomanati. The only difference is the moai is different because we've got the sword. So from here, moving forward, they're cutting like so. As they cut, we come off line. So once again, as they cut, we come off line here. They move round, back into posture, and we finish. Okay, so now we're going to look at for second mon. So this will be 2 stripes on that white belt. So we've done ich, ni, san, ship, go, rock, sich, hutch, ich, ni, san, ship, go, rock, sich, hutch. So we do 2 unsuku. So very slowly, so moving forward, ich, ni, san, ship, back to neutral, go, rock, sich, hutch. Then we move to the left, ich, ni, san, ship, go, rock, sich, hutch. So those 2 movements are required for 2 mon. We also require option, you can do either the sword or the empty hand. So empty hand, we require Shomanati. Once again with Shomanati, we're moving off line. This goes on to their right forearm, pushing, and this goes to the chin, keeping centre. So this is always centre. When we do Aikido techniques, you're always in front of your partner in your central posture. So Shomanati, and then we're going to do a Gamiati. So a Gamiati, we step up, draw them off line, and push. Again, central. So from here, we're in right posture, and what I'm doing, I'm turning their arm. So from here, I'm coming up, stepping back, and we push it. So the step is not just drawing back, it's actually stepping in and rotating that arm, and we throw. This hand is pushing off balance. So we're getting this action to throw them. So from here, it's right to right. So right to right, drawing, pushing. This is pushing their arm over as well to break their balance. So you're getting this sort of action. So right to right, step up with the left, step out with the right, going back, then we step forward with the right, with the Sugiyashi, and we throw. We're going to do the sword work. So from here we're going to show two techniques. So we're going to show Hidari Men. So from here, that's Hidari Men. So very much the same as Shomanati. So sword pointing at Chudan, so we need to get this correct. So we come forward, cut, and we come back. On the other side, which is Migi Men, so this time I lead with my left foot, so I come forward and I lead with my left foot. So I'm there. So once again with that, so from here, as I cut, I lead with my left foot, and from there, as I centre up, I change my posture and I come back. So from here, we're moving forward, forward, forward. They cut, come off line, change, back into the posture. Okay, so the next technique we're going to look at is white belt 3 Mons. So again, we're going to do 2 sets of Unsuku. So from here, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sich, hach. And then from here, we're going to practice Shomanati. So from the movement here, we're coming up, off line, 1, 2, push. We're finishing centre. So once again, so from here, 1, 2, push. Then we go Agamiati. So with Agamiati, we're right to right again. Step up, rotate, come through and push. So this is going on the forearm, this is going on the elbow. So we're rotating to here, breaking their balance, and from here, pushing forward. What I'm actually doing is this rotation. 1, 2, push. So from here, stepping up, breaking balance, throwing. And if you look what I'm doing, I'm breaking the balance at an angle. So as I step up, I'm doing this, I'm coming out at a slight angle, and I'm coming through for the throw. That's Agamiati. Kaito Agamiati. So from here, we're catching nice and soft. So just these fingers here. We're not trying to twist, we're just dropping. From here, push. So we're right to right. So as we meet, this just drops. Drop. So using that little finger to break their balance. Not trying to twist, because if you twist, you're doing this and compromising your own posture. So drop. From here now, keep this pressure on. And then we come through and we throw. And this pressure's still on. So what that does, they're trapped. For that split second, while that hand's being held there, they're trapped. If you let the hand come back up, they can come up. It's there, they're trapped, they can't move, easily get thrown. So if we're breaking our posture, that's trapped there as they step through. And then from there, I'm easily thrown. So right to right, come off line slightly into posture. And from here, dropping your weight, and then we come through. So we're doing a V shape really, so we're from here, and we come through to there, throwing. So from here, 1, 2. Okay, so if we look at the Bokken work, so 3 techniques we're going to require for this grade. If you haven't got anyone to practice with. So this is Hidari Men. So we're from here, we're coming up, gut. Move round, come back. Migi Men. So Migi Men, we use the left foot. So from here, left foot. Then we change. And the last one is ski. So with ski, we're thrusting to the throat. So as they come up to attack, what we're doing is there. And we move forward. We can try. So, from here, we're Chudan anyway, pointing at Chudan. So all we do then is just rinse, it's like wringing a towel out. We're not stretching straight arms, we're just coming up. There, we move. So those movements from the side movement. So, first technique, Hidari Men. So from here, as we cut, 1, offline, Hidari Men. They come round, back we go. Next technique, Migi Men. Change. And the third technique, speed. Okay, so that takes us through our white belt. The next grade will be within our yellow belt syllabus. Okay, thank you very much.